she needs some beer. I'm sorry. One second.
Okay. Good to know. New information, folks.
Like, take all of my money.
Oh my god. One of the dude was looking hella fine.
Boys and girls, and we were living all together. Happy house.
Gorgeous. Are you assigned?
We are gonna start right now. Yeah, how you ready? I'm sorry. Hi everyone. My name is Elisabeth and you're in my channel.
Hi, followers, viewers, listeners. I'm Jamie. I'm from Korea. As she mentioned, Alisa Let's. People just passing through. Don't mind them. They're just like ants. So, Alisa Let's agent, booker. I manage her. I take care of her. And I communicate with sales department regarding her jobs and options and castings, so and so.
Here I'm trying to give some essential and important information for newcomers, because Korea is mostly for for newcomers mainly.
I would like to put it like it's a great place to build a portfolio for new face models because there's a lot of opportunities here and it's so fast. Everything is so fast. You can learn everything about this industry only in 1 week. That's I think why a lot of mother agencies wants to send their new face models not to Milan, just to Korea and make them experience.
Probably.
Yeah.
Your English is perfect. Just
Oh.
yeah, you're so.
Thanks for Sheppies. Thank you.
Yes.
Makes me so fluent.
We have like a lot of questions today and a lot of answers, so we are gonna start right now. Yeah, how you ready? I'm sorry, I drank one cedar.
What was that?
I don't know. You know I'm nervous as well. This is like something new as well for me. So, what is your responsibilities as an international booker? And as you said, like that you take care of me, and you're the person to whom I can always come to and speak to. What other your responsibilities?
If I just simplify it, imagine your agent as an interpreter. You know nothing about this country. You just came here to work and you don't speak this language. And whenever you have issues, the first people you come to is me, your agent. And regarding anything, like when you're sick, when you're not feeling well, when you need to discuss about your options, when you want to promote yourself in a different way, that's the things I help with you.
You're like international mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's why I always say my models are like my babies.
Yeah.
Literal babies, because I take care of them. We have one scouter, his name is Jay. He's scouting Korean / foreign models staying in Korea. So his main job is street scouts.
So what is the difference between booker and scout?
To be per se, the terms of booker is a little bit different from Western country and especially in Korea, because you guys call us bookers, but we don't book your job. We just scout you and we find you and bring you guys to our agency. That's our job, and communicating with mother agencies. That's part of our job. And for finding the jobs and booking the jobs, we have like real bookers in our office, and they're in sales department and they're taking in calls, and there is also casting directors going out taking models to castings, or sometimes they find for new customers.
I will have an interview with Minnie tomorrow.
Oh,
so,
seriously?
Yeah, there's gonna be another episode with casting directors.
Oh my god.
20 minutes later.
Oh,
Can we take a pause?
you want to?
Yeah, because like he's coming to this direction.
Yeah,
I wanna
sure.
ask him,
Yeah, you can ask.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
One of the dude was looking hella fine. No, one of the dude like covering the camera and like saying sorry to you.
Yes.
He looked good. No, like I wonder if he's assigned with any agency.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a scout.
Yeah. So this is how it works when it comes street scouting, guys.
See?
Yeah.
You can go down
We just
the
walk
street.
up to them and like, hey, gorgeous, are you assigned?
How did you become responsible for me? And is it something that just randomly happen, or you choose for which model you're going to be responsible for?
So, for example, we have a lot of scouters and mother agencies in charge. And for you, hi Bea. She came from one of the scouter called Bea, and
Yeah, I know.
she's in charge of you. And I was in charge of Gabriela Benkova, and that's how I became in charge of you. Cause I mostly take in charge of her models, coming from Bea.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
how
got
it
it.
works. But sometimes, like, we submit our own models because we are searching for new face models as well. In that case, we become first in charge and second in charge. We ask each other, like, do you want to be second in charge, or if
But-
there's no one.
But if you choose a model and you scout her to this agency, you're
Yeah.
gonna be like the booker of this model probably.
Yeah. And also, even when we're working with same scouter, there is always like one or two agents working with one same scouter. So it's either me or someone else. So in that case, Anna asked us, or the scouter asked us, like, do you want to be in charge, or like who else want to be in charge? And then we decide to like, oh, let's make this person first in charge and second in charge, like maybe Anna, maybe June, like Sophia, Emma. Depends on the situation, really.
Okay. What if model does a drag?
I'll call the police.
Yay! Bye bye.
Bye bye.
But what if this model like works so good?
Nonetheless,
Yes,
we don't
doesn't
want
matter.
any kinds of problem. Just we'll call the police and they will deport her or him. But this never happened, amazingly. Everyone is so busy with drinking alcohol.
Wow.
Wow.
What if model urgently needs to come back home? What the reason for this could be?
Definitely family issues. If someone passes away, if someone get injured in their family or relatives, yeah, in that case,
What if model wants to change their appearance?
first they need to consult with the mother agency agent, and then their agent will discuss this with us, agent/bookers, and we're gonna discuss this through with sales department. And they're gonna
How it could influence
if the model
the
has
possibilities.
option, like we'll definitely have to check with the options client.
Yeah, sure. What if model's skin was burned during the shooting? Who should cover the expenses for the treatment?
But obviously, client.
But who should handle the communication between the client and model? Like
Jobs booker.
jobs booker.
Yeah.
Okay, jobs booker is someone who are
In charge of booking
charge
your
of-
jobs.
it could
they're
be
in sales
there could be
department.
different
Yeah.
bookers for
In few different countries, few agencies, like same person is handling the models managing them, they're booking the jobs and doing everything. But usually, when it comes to negotiating or handling the clients, it always has to be a booker who booked the job, like actually booked the job.
What if model wants to refuse the job? What cases could it be?
When the model wants to refuse the job, there is a certain section in the contract that models can check that I feel uncomfortable with shooting this and that. Like, for example, swimwear, yoga wear, nude, semi-nude, like see-through. There is everything you can check on the contract. So in that case, we can always negotiate what kind of jobs models want to do.
Okay.
But that might affect your guarantee, just note that, because that means just pure number of the jobs you can do when you come here is going to be lower.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah.
What if model has bad relationships with their roommates?
I know a couple cases that like stealing different models' belongings or food.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I heard it happens a couple times, and in that case, we asked the models sharing the same apartment victims to provide the evidence. I know it sounds horrible, but that's how it works. Because you cannot accuse somebody without any evidence. You know? So in that case, we asked them like victim models, her food was stolen. We asked them to provide evidence. It can be half-eaten bagels photo, like what kind of photo, I don't care, you just provide evidence and witnesses. Then we can communicate with mother agency agents, and then we can maybe move that certain model to different apartment or ask the model to get their own apartment by themselves.
What video calls are needed for before signing a contract, and who like running them, and do you have a video call with everyone before signing a contract?
First, that would be impossible to manage, and that would be really inefficient. We try to make a video call when we're worried about some conditions, for example, like I don't know, so like skin conditions, height. When models' height is too short or oh my god, I'm so distracted. Too high. We ask them to measure in front of the camera just to double check.
So video calls is something that you're taking before signing a contract to
make sure
of some of like some
of the
things that
conditions.
may
But it doesn't
influence
always
your
mean
decision.
that, because I know some agencies are making video calls like manually for every model.
Yes.
But for us, like we just don't do that because that is quite inefficient, you know. But it doesn't always mean in negative ways. So like I'm a little bit just worried, like after hearing this, like when agent wants to make a video call, you instantly think like
Something's
they need
wrong. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. They need to double check.
Yeah, don't think it like that. It's really different by agencies. It depends on the situation, depends on the person, personality, whatever. So yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Yes.
I guess. What does pocket money means?
It's a weekly allowance that we advance to models than when the models requires. Some models don't need it, so.
Who are mostly it's models who are living in Seoul for a long time and they actually don't need it. But usually you give that weekly allowance to the model, and it's gonna be included in your expenses.
Yes.
We talked about this with Anna. Here's gonna be a link to our video if you haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, and how much are you providing pocket money per week?
120,000 Korean won per week, and for some people that is enough, and for some, I know for some people that is not enough. I know some people just use it up in 3 days. I know. I'm checking.
You can check it.
Yeah, I mean,
If I will go to some sex shop, you will know about it. No.
No, I'm joking. I'm not that crazy person check their balance every single day.
This is really important question that I was asking you previously, but maybe I guess you should repeat it for my viewers as well. If a model doesn't spend whole sum of pocket money by the end of the week, will you usually like take it away, or it will remain on her account and she can or he can use it like I don't know for
Next week?
next week? Yeah,
Yeah, it remains.
you have no reasons to cheat on that, I guess.
Yes, of course, and that would be super inefficient, guys. Like checking the balance if there's money in the account or not. Like checking 60 models account every single day, every single week. That's definition of inefficiency, you know. So if you don't use it up in 1 week, it will lose in the bank account. Imagine it's a debit card. You know how debit card
Yeah.
works,
But you
so-
will not take it from
No.
model. There no reason for that. Just
Yeah.
because I'm not the first one who had such worries.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, because of this, I really want to talk about it. I guess I heard it from like 4 or 5 people more.
Really?
You know, such theories. I guess it's some model theories that are just like when you have bad attitude with your agency, you want to, gossip on them and just.
Well, actually, there's a funny story behind this because, like, I know a couple of models are like they think they're keeping in track with their spendings, but eventually, you guys need to admit that you misses something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
What is composite card and a book?
Book is your entire book, your portfolio. And composite card for normal people, you can just imagine a business card for models.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
a lawyer have their
Yeah.
card so they can represent.
Yes,
Oh, it's the same thing for
Yeah.
a model, but
but with photos, more fancier.
yeah,
With
that's
more
great
budget.
explanation.
Yeah. Think it's simple. Yeah.
What criterias are used to select photos for composite card?
Actually, I had a conversation regarding like selecting photos with our director Anna, and what she gave me as an answer was she tried to choose most neutral photos could be possible, so the clients can imagine. Maybe I can style them in a more bold way, more classic, more modern, or more like wild. So always the main photos and the photos in the composite card, it should be neutral, but at the same time you have to show what kind of versatile styles they could do in terms of jobs. So mainly neutral, but then again some kind of like varieties of photos, like some extreme, some high fashion, like some editorials. That's exactly same as high fashion. Am I drunk? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer. And
Yeah.
can a model ask to change some photos if she or he doesn't really satisfied with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the one who asked that.
Yeah.
To do so.
Always. Like, it's always open to have a conversation regarding anything. Just come up to us and like talk
Be
about
honest.
be honest.
honest.
Talk about the things that you think it's a problem. If you think something needs to be fixed or solved, you'll always have to talk somebody. Because if you keep like being quiet and only complains
Nothing will
in the
change.
apartment, I know someone does, and nothing's gonna change.
Yeah. What is test shooting?
Task shooting is not paid job. Not I don't want to call it job. It's a shooting, but for portfolio purpose for each other, model and the photographer. So you don't get paid, but some models are new face. They don't have book something like whatsoever. They don't have photos, at least like 3 or 4 photos to represent them. In that case, I try to organize a test shoot for them, and I always tell them in advance that you're not getting paid, but at the same time you don't have book.
But at the same time,
yeah.
model should not pay for this shooting. It's free for her.
Yeah.
She will not get paid, but she don't need to. But the model doesn't need to pay it back.
Pay back someone, like who?
Like photographer, I don't know,
Oh my
you for
God.
styling it.
What?
No?
I mean, I can't imagine like if there's someone asking you to compensate for some of the expenses for the like renting the studios, makeup artists, like, for everyone. Like I
But you
don't
should be-
understand, but then again, it's not normal to
Yeah,
ask.
I guess as well.
So whoever asks for you to like pay for the expenses, run away, folks. Wherever you are, when the agency asks you for like, are you down for this test shoot? Then you can always ask like, am I getting paid? For like evidence sake, you can always text them like, am I getting paid? How long is this like shooting hours? They're not gonna use my photos for what is that?
Ecom advertisement?
Advertising purposes. Like, is it only for portfolio? You always have to ask them in advance and make a screenshot.
What does professional model means to you? How can you distinguish professional model from unprofessional model?
These days, everyone can be a model since the inclusivity hit the world. Like, everyone can be a model, like plus size, mid size, like small size, medium size. Everyone really can be a model. So professionalism and professional model, it just means like your attitude towards work, how punctual you are, how professional you are, how much study do you put how much study you do for your like work and to develop yourself. I think that is it. Because some models complains how clients can be undecisive and complaining at the shooting location, but when it comes to really professional, so damn skilled model, they can lead the shooting. Actually, they can guide the clients, they can lead the clients. They kind of charisma and they kind of like aura is not coming from just thought. It comes from study, it comes from experience, it comes from hard work. So that kind of stuff, I can call it a professional model.
Do you provide housing and food for model?
Yes, of course. We provide housing, we provide transportation, we provide pocket money, as we mentioned, but only if the model requires. Because some models, they're quite independent. Some models are independent and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. I know.
Yes.
But it's all are going to be included in your statement then.
Yes, as expenses.
Yes. How and who handles the placement of the model? First of all, I know it's like that you separate female and male models. Because in China, I was living with boys and girls, and we were living all together, happy house. But here in Korea is other way.
No. Perfectly depends on the situation and the models. Like just like the other questions. If the model asks to live with boys and if the both parties agrees, we just let them live together.
Oh.
But because we don't ask them first to like if you're fine with living with boys, if you're fine with living with girls, because we have 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old underage models, and it could be a problem for them.
Yeah, sure.
Because like I'm not gonna lie, you feel kind of more comfortable when you're sharing the apartment with around same age or like same gender.
What is the condition of contract for underage model? Like, do they necessarily should be accompanied by the guardians?
The guardians can be their parents. It can be different adult model, and they can accompany them. And sometimes one of their parents just accompany them during entire trip.
During entire trip?
Yeah,
Sometimes
entire
it can
trip.
happen for 1 month. or-
Sometimes they stay for 3 weeks or maximum 1 month, but they still have to go back to country and like work. They have their own business to handle. So
And does the expenses for guardians is in the model statement?
no, it's coming directly from their pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it true, or it's just excuse when bookers are telling like it's not season time, so because of this you don't have work?
July, August, September, and January, February, March. These are the season. Like we call this like so-called busy seasons, and most of the major brands are releasing their clothing during these seasons, and of course, obviously, there are more shootings in terms of number, and that's why we tell the models like if we wait 1 or 2 weeks or 1 or 2 months for the season to come up, there will be more options or more jobs, because if you just think about the numbers, like since there are a lot of options, a lot of casting during that season, that means even for the models who doesn't work well, there will be some chance. But when the model is not staying during this busy season and there is only like small teeny tiny capsule collections and the payment is not that good as well, like we try to talk them that it's just a season. So yeah, I don't want to put it like we use it as excuse, because the models who work nonetheless the seasons, or like not the seasons, they're the ones who work even much better during the seasons. So they're just like very common, like typical pretty girls in Korean standard.
And what girls do you prefer for spring season or like summer season and winter season? What is the differences in appearance?
I would say for summer seasons, this would be solely based on image, like because for some girls they just give you summer vibes, they just give you like winter vibes. But other than that, like when you have freckles and when you're ginger, we try to bring you in during the summertime when the freckles are more up. And for
Definitely.
winter, when the model's image is good, like gorgeous face, but the body shape is not like perfect. We try to bring them in during winter seasons because like most of the clothes are long sleeves, long pants, so you can cover up your body definitely. So it's much better than summer.
And we are coming to the finishing line, where we can talk a little bit about Korea. This interesting question you were asking me about.
Yeah.
But it's actually as like those questions were prepared by me, and this is something that I think would be very valuable to know in advance. So, the system in Korea works in such way that you cannot smoke just going down the street, but you should find the right place, and only there you can smoke. And you cannot smoke in apartments, as far as I know, right?
Yeah, you can not smoke in the apartment, and please don't do that.
I'm not smoking, so yeah.
Yeah. If you smoke on the street, you're gonna get fined, people. Don't do that.
Yeah, so and I know that a lot of modeling agencies warning their models about this a lot, because unfortunately a lot of models are smoking, and models should be aware of it as well, because you're coming to like country and you should live by their rules.
Yeah.
It's important to know, I think.
Biggest reason why we warn the models to like be careful with disposing garbages and
Yeah,
trashes.
this is the next question about garbage
and about like street smoking or smoking in the building, because when you when you pass what is it
boarding?
called? No. When you pass the foreign registration, like the something at the airport.
Yes, as I
Yeah.
said, yeah.
You sign.
The declaration.
Yeah, and like you put our information for the person who's credible for everything, literally what you do. And when you make mistakes in Korea, the fine, all the bills, all the like police calls is coming to us. That's why.
And what about garbage system, recycling system, or how to say?
Koreans are like obsessed with recycling.
So the garbage should be. We actually in our apartments we have 7 different boxes, and our garbage should be separated, like so strict.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And you can get fined for not
Recycling
recycling
correctly. Yeah, you're gonna get fined. Mind that.
Yeah, was a section about fines.
Yeah.
And fines here are like big, unfortunately, as like everything, since everything is so expensive in Korea. This actually you should have in your mind as well.
Well, like also this, it depends on the model and model's country, because most of the models from European country or European countries, they say groceries is so expensive, but models from United States or United Kingdom, they say it's so cheaper. Depends on the country, y'all.
Models from Ukraine are just
Crying,
in shock.
sobbing in sadness.
Yeah, and that was the end.
Thanks
Thank you
for-
very much. I really enjoyed this time, and I
Really?
hope this. You say in that way that you don't like didn't enjoy this time. It's like no. Oh really? It was really. Oh wow! It was. Probably it really was good time, but yeah. Are you sure in that? No. I don't know. To be aware of my upcoming episodes, subscribe. Ring a bell. I don't know what just YouTubers should say. But subscribe to our Instagram as well. I will link it below. In yours as well. Just me.
For Korean placement, yo.
Oh, we did a great
Oh
job.
my god, we did it! Actually, we did it!
Yay.
Finally!
My third episode.